watching Good Morning Nigeria, and up next is Newspaper Review.
And our newspaper reviewer, Chukwudi Abuja, is ready to do the do this morning.
Hello,
good morning.
Peter. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Can't you see us? Green.
Oh, well, there's this thing about the two of you. Since we're on national television, I'll reserve it for when we're out of the studios.
I think the universe is saying something.
Yeah. It's a green world.
Let's get into the dailies. And I have, let me lead with the leadership. The lead story here reads, 2027 presidential ticket. APC shuts out others, endorses Tinubu. That story is on page 4, and it has the riders Buhari or Shimbajo, El-Rufai absent at NEC meeting. I won't let you down, President tells aggrieved members, approves reconciliation committee. Okay? And just above the nameplate, on page 7, my life is in danger, says NAFDAC DG. Same page 7, bandits kill 5, abduct 100 in Zamfara, Katsina. Okay, and just down the line, below the nameplate, Dangote reduces petrol price to 8.25 naira per litre for marketers. And details of that story continues on page 7. And just to the right, MFLA loses bid to stop corruption trial. That one is on page 7. Let's move on to the Daily Trust, which leads with the story. Gunmen abduct 4 female varsity students in Benue, waylaid on way for studies. Protest on campus, school closed. Interesting, and that picture story captures the situation on campus. Below the nameplate, APC passes vote of confidence on Tinubu Ganduje. Dangote reduces petrol price to 825 naira. And tax reform, Sharia Council, FCT Imams Yadudu rejects inheritance law, VAT hike. The stories are on pages 10, 19, and 23. And finally, before I drop this, Nigeria's reserve drops by $2.2 billion as FG defends Naira. Page 3. Jumai?
Yes, you've read almost what...
Everything you have there.
Not all, but let me quickly go to the ones that are trending in the Blueprint newspaper this morning. And above the masthead, we have $200 million Afrexim funding for creative economy operational June 1st. That's coming from the Minister of the Creative Ministry. And just below the masthead, Sahel epicenter of global terrorism. Sahel epicenter of global terrorism. That's coming from the Ghanaian Army Chief. With Ryder, he says incidents rose to 43% in 17 years. And the picture story you see there at the APC NEC meeting, you can see the dignitaries there on the picture story. And at the bottom plate of the Blueprint newspaper, Ramadan, NEDC distributes palliatives to 1,900 Yobe households. Details on page 14. Court jails 2 teachers 20 years each for raping pupils in Ekiti State. You find the details on page 10. And new investment on the horizon as BP others return to oil gas production. And something very interesting here in the Blueprint newspaper, a man scammed $28,000 by AI girlfriend. You want to know all about it? You go to page 18. Mr. Chukwudi.
The teachers that bagged their sentences for raping maybe their pupils, what was wrong with them? There are psychiatric cases or what? Or they have no self-esteem?
Well,
with all the ladies that are around?
Around, yes.
They have a lot of choice to make?
Yes.
Even the people like...
I think this
No, it's-
continues
it-
because
it's
the
just
laws
unfortunate.
are not harsher. In other countries, you are castrated. They will castrate you.
Please, don't
Well,
make me begin
Yes,
to
that's a higher,
get...
that's a punishment for raping
we
children
don't
because
operate
this,
that kind of
these
law,
peoples are children.
incidentally.
Yeah, we don't operate that, but there should be a harsher law for rape. It is getting increasingly, it's getting out of hand.
inhuman.
Not just girls,
You rape a
it's
child.
both ways. It's
You
both
rape
ways.
a child.
I
You
think-
leave a scar on the mind of that child forever. It's trauma.
I think the important thing is for the law to take
The
its
men
course.
are 43 and 52. 43 and 52 years old, raping children. And I believe they have children at home too, don't they?
They are psychiatric cases. The leadership has an editorial. Please, I want to divagate a bit because I like this one, which is applauding the Attorney General of the Federation for banning the parade of crime suspects. I remember, I think I was in NBI then, crime fighters it was, and I raised an objection to people being paraded, and the producer thought I was against the program or something. It's never right for you to parade people.
Because they are not
who
guilty.
You are presumed
Yes.
innocent
Until
till
proven
proven guilty.
Yes.
And some of them really didn't do it. By the time you push out that 25-year-old boy, a man, and the woman he is going out with sees him in chains and handcuffs, he's lost her.
Yeah.
Nobody has time to ask questions. So we have to really be a little decent about these things. I think it's very important.
It's very important.
I think it is. Isn't APC acting too early? They are shutting out others, endorsing Tinubu and the Ganduje.
APC chair.
I would have thought that politicians should give a sense of competition. I know that the president will eventually emerge. I mean, that's my opinion. But please let people
There should be
let
room
it
for
flow
competition.
naturally.
aspire
Yes.
to their ambitions.
Yes.
At least they will learn the ropes about competing. It's something like that.
That's actually more democratic.
That's what it is. That's what that's what they do in the U.S., isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Even though from start you know sometimes who's going to pick the ticket. I think we should try that. Well, congratulations if it's going to sail through for the incumbents mentioned there. The president is saying, I won't let you down. Talking to aggrieved members, he actually approved a reconciliation committee at that meeting as well, the NEC meeting of APC. The NADAC DG is saying that her life is in danger.
yes.
Reminds you of Dora Akunyili's time of blessed memory, Dora Akunyili. There was actually an instance where
attempt.
a bullet went through her skull.
Yeah.
But there was a controversy about it because a lawyer I know very well who stood in that case actually said, no, it was an accidental discharge by somebody who was in her car. It was mired in some controversy. But going to the incumbent now, there are some jobs that are just like that. Her job is like that. So we must be interested in how much we are safeguarding the life of this woman who is safeguarding what we take in the name of medication.
Medication, yeah.
Because many people are unscrupulous, you know.
And then there is crisis in Benue, the varsity in Benue, where gunmen abducted 4 female students on their way for studies.
Not again.
Yeah, not again. Not again. You probably mention it because there are 4 female varsity students. Otherwise, there's a case of 5 in Zamfara, then 100 taken. You know, it's just a hydra-headed issue. Monster. You think the military are doing so much degrading these people? I was so happy when this policy of decapitation happened. They were taking out the heads of these terrorist organizations. And I felt it was going to percolate into something really admirable and good for the health of Nigerians in terms of how secure we are. But these people die hard.
Yes.
So we're not going to relent. It's as simple as that.
They will keep hammering them until they cut
Let's
off the head of the
let
the
the
snake
let the
itself.
ordinary population, the ordinary people, and the security agencies have real harmony. That is the ultimate solution to it. You don't leave it just to the security people alone.
And
It won't work.
Yeah, talking about security still, the Sahel, according to the Ghanaian army chief, is the epicenter of global
It is the
terrorism.
keg of gunpowder
Yes.
of
So its
the
incident
world.
rose to 43% in 17 years. That's quite a lot.
It's unfortunate. And what irks me is that some people are engaging in those activities in the name of knowing how to prosecute a religion more than the other one, which is not true. Because if it's about Islamic fundamentalism, you're going to find out that the regular Muslims are a victim of these people.
Of course.
Even more than people of other faiths. So who are they really? Who are they? If they have become an ill wind that blows nobody any good, including people in their own faith, these are brazen criminals. Criminals who are engaging in brazen activities. We should all come together to tell them, no, it won't happen.
It's all
Because
about,
nobody is going to do it for us.
it's
I
all
left
about the
out-
cocoa. It's all about the money.
Yeah,
You
it's
see
money.
them on live on TikTok, you know. I don't understand this thing, you know. They are on TikTok, you know.
And I had
showing-
missed a
showing
story that is a bit
the money. Yes.
related
Do people
to
really
that.
need money
Yeah,
that
I have a
way?
story
No,
there.
I missed a headline story that is related to that. Mali,
Okay.
Niger, Burkina Faso's exit from ECOWAS, increasing burden on military. That's credited to Echi.
Exactly, because they are not moving together. They are not planning together anymore. There must be
So it's a
loopholes.
bit of a complicated
Loopholes
situation.
would result in from such a situation.
Yes, he also said the Sahel and West Africa face unprecedented security challenges that transcend borders, affecting lives, livelihoods, and the stability of our nations, calling for immediate attention and concerted efforts.
Yes, remember that they have now created tentacles that cross borders, so they have their affiliates in almost all the countries now. That is why it has become, it seems a bit intractable. But I don't like using that word because at the end of the day, we must win.
We must
We
win.
must
We
win.
must win
That
this war.
is the mindset. That is the frame of mind that will eventually take them down, or at least reduce the incidence to the barest minimum. That's what I think.
Our President Tinubu, has given the marching order, and I believe
And the security forces are working as
they
well.
are. They are.
Let us help them maximally. It's a job for both the civils and the people in
For
in
everyone.
Yes, please.
Indeed.
For everyone. Let's talk about this. Man scammed $28,000 by AI girlfriend. Isn't that funny? Briefly before we go.
AI girlfriend.
Well,
AI
Who
girlfriend.
received the money on behalf of AI?
Abi.
leave those elements of absurdity. I am happy that Dangote has dropped petrol price to 825 naira. By 2026, BUA will be commissioning their own
Refinery too.
That is going to take it further down. I hope that by the end of 2026, we'll hit a 650.
Less than that, I pray.
It's possible.
Maybe a 200.
Victor.
Okay. On that note, we'll be buying it maybe at 200.
That's
Mr.
bravo,
Chukudi.
Victor.
On that note, thank you so much for coming this morning.
Thank
as
you
always.
so much, Zoe.
Please don't break a leg going.
I won't.
Yes.
I won't. It will please him. So I won't.
So we'll take a break. When we return, Good Morning Nigeria continues. Don't go away.